Paul Cezanne was born in 1839 in France. He is considered the father of modern art because he created a new and unusual way to paint that impacted almost every modern-style artist who followed. When Cezanne finished high school, he wanted to become an artist. His father had other ideas for him. He wanted Paul to become a lawyer or a banker like him. Paul went to college and studied law. After he graduated, he went to work in a bank. He didn't like it. He would draw whenever he got the chance, sometimes on important bank papers. Finally, his mother convinced his dad that Paul was miserable. His father agreed to let Paul go to Paris. He gave him an allowance to live on. At first, his art looked real, so people would notice his work. He would copy the old masters, and then he decided to break away. He started painting dark, violent pictures. Even his self-portrait from this time made him look angry. He really was angry. He didn't mix with the other students, so they thought he was rude. They made fun of his small-town accent and his clothes. They didn't like his work. On top of this, he knew his father really wanted him to fail. He was almost ready to give up when some other artists noticed his work. He had talent. They convinced him to try painting outside. They let him show his paintings with theirs, even though they were impressionist painters and he was not. When he did landscapes, Paul didn't want to just paint pretty pictures. He wanted to paint how he felt about nature. The public didn't like impressionist paintings. They thought they were sloppy looking. They liked Paul's paintings even less. He got mad and went back to his hometown to paint. He no longer cared what people thought. And guess what? He started doing his best work. He made his paintings flat, with almost no perspective. He thought that since the surface of a painting is flat, the objects painted on it should appear flat too. Sometimes, as demonstrated with still life with the basket, he would paint the various objects in the picture from different viewpoints. The fruit basket is seen from the side, the ginger jar is seen from the top, the left side of the table is lower than the right side, and it's more tilted. The artist painted the still life this way to get the viewer's eyes to move from the front to the back, and all around the painting to give it depth without using perspective. Cezanne also used thickly applied paint in some spots to make the objects seem solid, as if they were chiseled out of stone instead of painted. While he was alive, the public didn't start to like his art until the last 11 years of his life. Paul Cezanne died in 1906 at the age of 67 from pneumonia. He last painted 6 days before he died.